Hello everyone, my name is Anita from the Medicine Hat Public Library, and today I want to share a craft with you. So last night at home I was looking through some of the stuff that I have in my house, and I thought it'd be really cool if we could make a craft from just the things that we have laying around. And one of the things I thought that's laying around a lot are toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls. So I gathered a bunch of materials, and what I'd like to show you today, and this is what I made last night, is kind of what you would call a rain stick maybe, but you could use it just as a band, an instrument. I like the little cool sounds that it makes as the rice is going through to the other end. So this is what we're going to do today. I'd like to show you the materials that I gathered. So of course I have the paper towel roll, I have some masking tape, some scissors, I found some cardstock that we're going to use to cover the front and the back, so cover the holes. I also have a little bit of rice. You can get beans or buttons. You can even go outside and go searching for some little tiny rocks maybe to add to the mix. And you know what? You can test it out, and I'll show you how I did that too in a little bit. I also used aluminum foil, and the rain sticks that I checked out online, because I did want to have an idea how to make these, recommended that you use aluminum foil. And what they did was they made a little swirly thing with it, and I'll show you how to do that too. You insert it inside so that your rain or your rice has a path to travel along, so it's not just glomping down from one end to the other. So we're going to use that today. You could also use paper instead of the aluminum foil if you don't have aluminum foil. So you just make a little accordion, stick it in there, just lay it in there so that it's got some place to move the rice around. I also used, for decorating, I actually painted mine, and I used masking tape to cover the ends. I painted it, and then I just used some markers to write my name, draw a few stars. Today, I'm not going to use paint. I'm going to actually use stickers. So you can decorate it however you like, be creative, find some things in your house that will work, and I think it'll just be lovely. However you make it, it's going to be yours, all right? Okay, so let's get started. I've got my paper towel tube. You could also use the toilet paper tubes as well. They would just be really short, right? So we're going to start with covering the end. And how I did that was I took my piece of paper, I put the end down, and I grabbed a marker like this, lay it down, draw around it, give yourself a little bit of room around it because you're going to need enough to go over the top and tape it down, right? So you might not be able to see what I'm doing here, but I am making the circle. I'm doing exactly the size of the circle on one end, and I may as well make two while I'm at it. So I'll do both. There we go. And I didn't actually, some people actually made another ring around it so they knew where to cut, but really, however you do it, it'll work out fine. So I'm just going to cut this out and show you. So I've got my circle here. I'm just going to cut just maybe 1/2 inch around it so that it's a little bit bigger. And like I said, I just eyeballed it. And then what you're going to do with your scissors is you're going to cut up to the circle. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of graduated cuts all the way around, just so when I plunk it down over the end of the paper towel tube that it'll be able to lay down flat and I can tape it down. So see what I've done right there. So it looks like a little, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on the top. You can see that. Then I'm just going to lay them all down. You see that, how they just kind of flatten like that? So I did this last night by myself, so you should be able to too, but kids, you can help mom do this if mom is organizing this craft. So what I did was I held it there, I grabbed my masking tape. Oh, so another thing you could use instead of masking tape, I know a lot of kids have what they call that washi tape. You could even get, what's that tape called that you could, it's all different colors, the big wide stuff. You could use that too. I'm just using masking tape because, again, that is what was available in my house. So I'm going to start on the edge here, hold it down a bit, put my tape around, and I really put a lot of tape on this because I did not want the rice to end up getting out at all. So, start like that, get it all the way around, all the way around. And once you've got it down once, then you can go around just a couple times. And I actually went almost right up to the top because I didn't want, of course, any rice getting out top or bottom. Okay? Make sure it's all the way around there. Look at that, all done. And you've got your edge sealed. So, at that point, you can take now your rice, but before we do that, remember the aluminum foil we were talking about? So, it recommended that you take a piece of aluminum foil, that's about 10 inches, so about like that. And because it really is the same size as this, which is really cool, we're going to roll it up. And it really doesn't matter how you roll it, just give it a good roll. And then we are going to, you could take a broom hand, you could even take this, or and just make a little like that, okay? We're going to make it a little bit more intense, just like that. There we go. And as long as it fits in your tube, it's going to give that rice a little bit of a cyclone effect, so it can, go back and forth. The other thing they recommended, so is this one, is to make a tinier one. So about 7 inches. We're going to take that. So this is tiny. And again, we're going to roll it up. We're going to roll it up the short side though. We're going to roll, 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 roll. And this one here we're going to really scrunch up small as we can. You see that? And again, using your finger actually, you can make this exactly almost like that one. See? And I'm going to slide this one inside this one. Okay? And then just slide it in your tube. And again, this is supposed to give that rice a little bit more of a playing space to get through rather than just clunking all the way down to the end. All right? Okay, we are now ready to put the rice in, or the beads, or those little rocks that you found outside. Now it calls for a 1/4 cup of rice. I found that it was actually a lot, so I cut it down quite a bit. I do have a 1/4 cup here, and I'm going to, of course I didn't bring a funnel, but that's okay. So I'm just going to pour it in, using my finger there. There we go. Woo. Oh, it even sounds like rain, doesn't it? This is the fun part. Okay, I think that's enough. Now, you can test it out by putting your hand on the other side, and then just kind of and sometimes you can roll it. Hear that sound? I think it's cool. It's very soothing. You could use it at bedtime or use it as an instrument, right? So now we're ready to close off the other end. So again, I'm going to lay that down. It won't fall out, I promise. I'm going to find that other piece that I created here, and I'm going to cut that one out as well. So whether you decide to paint it at the end or whether you're just going to sticker it up, just be creative, make it your own, and you can make a whole bunch of these actually. And like I said, you could use them at nighttime. I think they're really soothing myself. So again, here we go. And actually I painted this one up, so I'll turn it this way. Scrunch it down over the end. Grab that masking tape, there it is. And I'm actually just going to pull a piece off because that was kind of hard the other way. You'll find that you know what works best for you. So I'm going to start there, hold it, and tape it down. There we go. And we're almost there. Now again, I'm going to put quite a bit more tape on it because I really don't want that rice coming out. I mean, it might look fun spilling out all over the place, but I don't think it's a good idea, right? Okay, so Get that on there. Here we go. Here we go. All right, we are almost done. So we're going to decorate it now. And like I said, so you could use markers. You could write your name on it. You can use stickers, and I found some really cool ones. So I'm going to put some butterfly stickers on mine and show you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to put a butterfly sticker on the end. Can you see that? Cool little butterfly sticker. And then I'll put another one on the other end. I got to make sure it's going to fit though, because that's actually bigger. Oh, it does. It does. Oh, it's so pretty. So there's my other butterfly. Now, I think I would like to, you know what I found at home when I was looking for paint? All kinds of stuff. I'll bet you if you look hard enough, you'll find really good things you can decorate your rain stick with. I actually found this glitter glue. You might have some of that. So I won't put that on right now because your kids might want to use it right away, right? So sometimes, rather than the paint, markers and stickers are the best way to go. So I'm going to put some stickers. I found some other little foam ones. I've got some stars and little dragonflies. And like I said, if they don't stick, which was my worry was that this wasn't going to stick, and it didn't. But you know what? That's okay. Move on. So you can use this washi tape to decorate. You can paint. I'm going to put some glitter glue on it because I think that'd be really cool. And if you notice, when I painted this one last night, I used this really neon pink paint, and it actually turned kind of red when it dried, and it didn't take long to dry. It was maybe 10-15 minutes and it was dry, and I think it looks really nice. And I just put some happy faces on with some marker. So I'm going to decorate this up with some glitter glue because, oh, that's coming out really nice. I'll put some straight lines, and you know, I'll make some, I might even put my name on this one again because I really love them. So really, that is it. It's very simple to do. And it's a great family craft that you could do together. Mom, Dad, everybody together, all in around the table. So if you make this craft, could you share it with us on Facebook or Instagram? That would be really awesome if you did that. And tag us at the library. So until next time, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.